Here we are at part 3 with the Zenith 1936 Chairside Radio. There's the dial again, fantastic dial. Now we're going to clean it up and get it prepped for stripping the cabinet, light dusting, light cleaning, taking a piece of plywood and put it up on a couple of cinder blocks to raise it up to make working on it a bit easier. Put plastic on the floor underneath the work area so the paint stripper doesn't destroy the paint job on the floor. Even prepping it takes a bit of time. There's so many little parts to this thing, meaning the fins and stuff. So getting out all those cobwebs and things, going at it, make sure that they don't get in the way. Makes for much nicer looking work at the end of it all. Sometimes temperature and wind will affect how well it works. You don't want it too windy, you don't want it too hot, you don't want it too cold. Here in Southern California, usually you don't have any issues. We're going to be using a 2-minute fast stripper. We've got a couple of different types, like an orange type, but all of them are California approved. Be sure that it is improved for indoors if you're going to be doing it indoors. I don't like to use any of them, even the safe ones, indoors. I don't really trust it. Always had plenty of air moving if you are doing it indoors. Now here's a couple of the things we're going to be using. Some gloves, some cheap paint brushes to apply, an old container to put the stripper in, steel wool, find out which works best, some sort of eye protection. I'm just using an old pair of sunglasses. You can get some goggles or something, but do protect your eyes. I just put a little bit in at a time. You want to lay it on thick. You want to find the best position to put the cabinet. I kind of made a mistake here trying to do it this way, and the drips were going all over the place. I learned quickly that also I covered too much of an area to work it adequately. It doesn't say that you can't remove the stripper after, 2 minutes or a half hour or even an hour. But I just didn't feel good about waiting. I guess I was kind of overambitious. Excited to get it done. And actually, I thought it was going to take a lot less time than this project's going to take. This part right here, I thought it'd be done in an hour with the whole piece. I think it's more of a 5-hour job. I haven't finished it yet. I guess you get to see that along with me. Cabinet looks great with the old varnish coming off. Oh, by the way, somebody told me it wasn't varnish. I'll find out later what it was. But it's just transformed with this coming off, and it's a beautiful two-tone. Also, from somebody else in the Zenith Radio Club on Facebook, I learned that the darker veneer is an Australian walnut. I'd also heard somebody saying rosewood, but no, it's an Australian walnut. That's 3 times I've heard that, so I'm going to go with that. The thing I don't know, as we'll see, is this old finish is coming off. The fins seem to be a much lighter wood, and I think the look looks great. Zenith's been around since 1918. It began as Chicago Radio Labs. The company was incorporated in 1924 as Zenith Radio Company, and I guess it was a combination of some guys' call letters and stuff. Their slogan, "The quality goes in before the name goes on." LG bought Zenith in 1995. Zenith doesn't make electronics any longer. The company is now known as Zenith Electronics, and it's a research and development company. It was a real surprise seeing the actual color of the cabinet, the lighter fins to the dark wood, really a knockout piece. The cabinets I've seen that have been restored don't do anything like that. I've seen the fins as a darker against the dark veneer. I think I like the idea of the lighter fins against the dark veneer. To me, it's a real Art Deco piece that way. I'm probably going to go along with that. Like I said, I thought this was just going to be an hour to knock it out. This is going to be a long haul project, lots of patience. See how it comes along. I'm using steel wool. I tried one of the scrapers. It just wasn't great with the curvature of the wood. And the steel wool, I'm just going to have to go and buy a bunch more. Guys, I'd play some music for you, but I'm afraid of copyright strikes. So in the background, you can hear the wind and some street noises. If there's issues with all of the finish not coming off, just put some more stripper on there, let it rest for a couple of minutes, and go back and work at it again. This piece really does deserve the time and the effort. I know it's going to look fantastic when it's done. It's been real cool. I've been in touch with some people, a gentleman named Dwayne from the Facebook Zenith Restoration Group has been kind enough to send me some photos and some other people's work, and he's done a fantastic job on innards that look exactly like the electronics in mine. And I think he's going to be putting me to shame as far as the electronics are concerned. He's doing a great, great job. Hey, Dwayne, shout out. Thanks for all your help. But you can see it coming along here. It looks great, doesn't it? The wind has begun picking up, drying out the paint stripper to some extent a little bit too fast to get it off just right. Now this project is becoming a labor of love instead of a quick hit. You can hear the wind in my microphone picking up. It is getting kind of strong. And what that does is the stripper gets dried out too quickly to break through the old finish. Just a bit, you're going to see the way the finish is going to look, or the new finish will look. I'm going to apply some acetone to wipe away any stripper residue, and that's how the finish will look, or the wood will look when I apply whatever I might be applying. I'm thinking I might put a good wax on it. I know that originally it had a high gloss finish. I'm not sure I want to go that way. Hey, if you got an opinion, shout it out, let me know. I'd like to hear it. Watch for our other videos, or go on back and visit the other ones as well. There's going to be a series of about 6 videos. Please take a look, spend a little time listening to them or watching them, at least so I can get the airtime. I'd appreciate that. The project is fun. I hope that you're enjoying it. If you do happen to watch it this far, please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps me in doing this work. On the end screen, you're going to see some of the earlier videos to check off, or to click on, and the one to follow. Please help us out. Click on another one. And if you can, comment. I'll respond. Thanks again. Like, subscribe. By the way, that's how the cabinet's going to look when it's finished, that finish right there, really nice. Thanks a lot.